My name is Donna Moodie, and I am the owner of Marjorie Restaurant, as well as having recently launched a retail line, Miss Marjorie Steel Drum Plantains. So I would say I'm definitely committed and conscious, definitely hardworking, very determined, optimistic, curious, fascinated, a positive thinker, and I like to empower people and to feel empowered.
Do you think society has done enough to highlight our strength and celebrate the achievements of women in our society?
There's room for improvement. I think that it's currently a hot topic, so whenever something is a hot topic, you always feel that hopefully advancement will be made and people will become more aware of raising the standard of equality.
Especially in women of entrepreneur, what do you think that one characteristics that makes us so willing to go out and just believe that we can do it?
I think one of the things that women have is they have a balance for business with kind of combining heart into it, and maybe a look that is a little bit calmer and kind of a steady process. And I think when you combine all those things with business, particularly one where it's food, passion, and that you have a lot of employees to take care of, where it often feels like you're parenting them, that it's a great kind of combination to proceed. I think a lot of business for women has to do with confidence and kind of believing in yourself, but also seeking out the advice of others who have experience and are willing to share a little time with you. You know, I always give people an hour coffee or lunch and talk to someone who's just getting started. I think it's really important to just try to ask as many questions as you can so that when a situation presents itself, you at least have spoken to someone that experienced something similar. And you can use that and the guidance of others to kind of overcome difficulties, because I think not just restaurant business, any business is going to be challenging, and it's just important to know that you can get through it and that you kind of get through really big things by taking lots of little steps, and you get through little things by just working your way through them and not dwelling on the negative, and just try to be really positive but pragmatic.
So can you share with us what is one of your proudest achievement up to date?
I think for me, my proudest achievement was I used to do this with a business partner, my ex-husband, and when we separated, I kind of was faced with a decision. Did I want to stay in the business? Could I do it on my own? And I kind of took a moment and thought about it and decided not only did I want to do it on my own, but I thought about my roots of interest in food, and it really came back to my mom and how we grew up in the household of entertaining and passionately cooking different food from all over. And that's what started kind of the seed for Marjorie Restaurant. It's named after my mom, and the whole style of it is to kind of embrace people and welcome people of all walks into a space that feels nurturing and inviting. It's a tough, challenging business, and deciding whether or not to stay in it was a huge decision. But once I decided, there was kind of no turning back for me.
So how did you get into the restaurant business?
I grew up in a household where my mother cooked a lot and also entertained, and it passed on to me a passion for cooking and entertaining. When I was in college, I worked at a restaurant just to put myself through school, and later in life just found that the restaurant was the environment that I was most comfortable working in. The restaurant is 1412 East Union at 14th and Union in Capitol Hill Central District. It's definitely a restaurant city right now, so there is quite a few restaurants around, but we've been here for a long time, and people seem to know us and seek us out. I'm inspired to do it, and I enjoy it. Our approach is definitely to have kind of an eclectic menu. We have a wine dinner coming up. We like to do things like that, to have an event where we're dealing with a kind of a master winemaker who will be coming here. We will do a special Mother's Day menu. We always do that. We're going to participate in Restaurant Week. We have a Sunday supper that we usually do. We're going to start a Monday night Arabic pop-up in April. We just try to keep it interesting and keep it busy for people that come in, and I think also for ourselves, by making it different and keeping things interested, I think we keep ourselves stimulated and interested.
Yeah.
And that's important for me. Like I want to do this because I'm passionate about it. I don't want to do it because I have to.
Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit about the retail product?
Yeah, we took our favorite appetizer on the menu, the plantains, and we pretty much boxed them very elegantly, which is a little inspired by my mom. She was very elegant, and we put them out there with the idea that it could be an inspirational hostess gift. It could be something that's a nice alternative to crackers or chips, and it kind of elevates, you know, an ethnic food a little bit.
Yeah.
And we're really excited about that, and it has nice legs. It's been well received, and I love the idea of having that be my second venture as opposed to a second restaurant, because our restaurant feels very special to me, and I like the idea that it's still a small, intimate restaurant.
And where can people find this plantain gift?
It's really great. Right now it's at lots of small specialty stores in the city. It's at Shop Agora, De Laurentiis. It's just recently at Whole Foods. Just picked up by Met Market. It's at the Spanish Table. It's in Portland. It's at a couple stores in Brooklyn.
Great,
Which is
wow.
great. The people in Brooklyn basically were out here on vacation, tasted it, and I shipped to them now as a result of that. We shipped to the Green Grape grocers in Brooklyn Fair in Brooklyn. And supposedly we just got picked up by Dean and DeLuca.
Who would you like to celebrate?
Well, I think for me it's clearly obvious that my restaurant is named after my mom. My retail launch is named after my mom. So for me, it's really easy for me to draw on that inspiration and to be kind of driven by that inspiration. My mom loved to cook. She loved having people over. She was a really amazing, very inspiring person.
Yeah.
I grew up in a very segregated area of Chicago at a time where, you know, there wasn't a lot of mixing except in our house at dinner. There was always a bunch of different people from all over, and my restaurant, I like to feel like replicates that. I feel very fortunate to have been brought up in that environment and to have had someone inspire me to that level. My restaurant is named after my mom. My retail launch is named after my mom. So for me, it's really easy for me to draw on that inspiration and to be kind of driven by that inspiration. There, I have immense gratitude. I have a really awesome teenager. It's supposed to be a challenging part of their growth. It's supposed to push all your buttons, and more often than not I say thank you. I have a really great kid. He's also inspired. He likes to cook. He likes to hang out with his mom, which most kids should find pretty embarrassing at his age. And he kind of challenges me to be a better person and to inspire others.
Right.
And for that I'm really appreciative. It is a lot of work, but it's I'm inspired to do it, and I enjoy it.
So how do you find the time to do all of this?
Multitasking.
Yeah. That's the key.
Yes.
That's the key.